really. Ansbad will be hovering, lurking, watching, whatever. Interesting to see if NLT go the same place as they did yesterday versus FaZe Clan. So if they do, we'll have an early engagement right off the bat.
Well, it looks like Northern Lights are heading right back to it. We've got initial scraps across the map. This is ETG and EIQ battling out in the northeast. That was a little bit of a curious drop, but yeah, we've got to keep on board with Northern Lights and FaZe because it looks like FaZe are having such a terrible time with this. Remember last time they had this early fight, they got away from it okay, but then they suffered again down the line. I think it was to, who was it? El Giganton, potentially? Again, they've been having some really rough games, and this does not help. Ooh, a VSS, yes. Show me the VSS. I really like an AS Val as well. I like those sort of...
Cooked, it's held. You want to do it so it lands perfect and then goes off straight away rather than give him time to run. And that is exactly what you want to do. That's a perfect nade. No hiding, no running, no escape. Down.
Can't ask for more than that, can you? Now, we are seeing Liquid trying to move in early towards one of the more favorable compounds. They've lost out on Mexi on the way. Yeah, DA, Adepts, Omicron, all around here. You don't get this for free. There's a reason this is a highly prized area. It does often kind of gift you a lot of circles towards it. It's why Ents are here. It's why everyone's kind of congregating around that area. Slightly further to the east, you're seeing Ents actually getting engaged towards ETG. FaZe now have kind of beaten Northern Lights to the punch. They've swept through. They've kept that nice line going forward to retain information, make sure no one slips through the cracks of the push they're doing. The northern hold. Uh-oh. We're seeing a bit of jumpiness. It's okay.
And if they make it work, then credit where it's due, like.
I mean, plenty of potential, isn't it? Right? It's all that kind of ifs and buts, and it could really work out or it could cost them. Bit of a shame to see Squeaky getting knocked there. Northern Lights shifting up on the southeast side. FaZe went slide towards the northwest side of Quarry, so very similar approaches on the different side. And well, Northern Lights obviously found Ents, and FaZe have found Adepts, and actually it's Gustav to claim Ferex, but they haven't flushed yet, so there it is. Into the pockets of FaZe. That's a kill, and need more of this. They need to be a solid pack of players, which we know they can be. We just haven't seen it today.
Ents on the hillside, problems of their own with Northern Lights pitting them down and finishing off Squeaky. That's a third-party scenario, looking towards one roster in the form of ETG. As I say, ETG. Both hiding in the little shack himself. Do they know he's there? He's been quite quiet for a while. That's a nice little hip fire, but unfortunately not going to work against Monkey. Did a fair amount of damage, but it should have been straight hideous and hoping for the best.
Yeah, ETG sadly had that initial scrap at the start, and now they've been rolled up upon by Raise Your Edge. So Unity know that they're close by. They're well aware. They were one of the people I think that had the first fight, maybe. I'm not sure if it was Unity. I'm trying to keep that in mind. Now, further eastern shift. Look at that circle. That's very different. Raise Your Edge suddenly hold a lot of cards here. A lot of big territory. Fuzzface. Are you going to predict this one? I don't know. Poundo just thrown over that ridgeline. Oh, doesn't get the AK to work as he'd want. That's a little bit sloppy. You don't normally get two chances against FaZe, and you're not going to now. Does get put down. That's 8C from above.
I suppose you're forced in this scenario to actually run Quarry. Tempers are looking down upon this as if to say, well, do we go down? Do we get involved? Do we join in?
That's a fight. That's a big fight.
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights.
Raise Your Edge. Good catch, Ansvar. All at the walls, all at the doors. With how much these players are all leading, I'm guessing the information that they have arrived is here.
Oh, Monkey. Oh, he's gone down, and now it's entry time. Swift flush.
Reach and clear.
Yeah, that's rough. Raise Your Edge now. Put on notice. The Northern Lights are in the building. Spyro's unaccounted for, though. He could play a really important role for Northern Lights if he gets around the side of Raise Your Edge. DA, again, good positioning, though. Give him, a little bit of notice here. They are definitely adjusting well. They haven't lost out on players yet either, so good work for them.
Both teams that just hold each other now at gunpoint. Oh, nail up. Oh, no.
Well, that was the beauty of Spyro's position, right? The call was, there's 3 players on me, or whatever it is, there's players on me on that side. I don't think they realized that Spyro could have made it across even earlier. Now Deep's joined him. Raise Your Edge are being eliminated quite systematically. It's hard to control this much territory. Yeah, Odir's feeling that strain now.
Yeah, there's not many angles you saw from the monkey scenario when they have. Oh, that all right. Now that is a shot and a half to lean through the door, the broken door at that. This might be able to get Nailed back on the feet. No, every single angle, the crossfire is real. It might actually be the other way around where Deep can get Spyro back up and walking. Uber has gone down. Does take one out with him. That's Tempest going. FaZe also. Falling victim, TSM. 2 fights cracking off, 2 different locations. We'll do the best we can get the can. Clip at the door here. We can see FaZe Clan. They're making an advancement. They know where he is. There might be a res coming through, so 8 just hold point for now. No point rushing in and dying. Wait for your teammates to join you. Wide angle, though. Use the wall to his advantage. I kind of like this, so long as you don't go too much further. Because then Clib just has clear line of vision on him.
Yeah, 8's job right now, keep him safe for the revive. He's done exactly that. Clib's gone down, swift flush too. He can fall away slightly from this angle. You can't kind of stick around in these spots. His job's done, right? He's achieved what he needed to. He needs to try and provide the next step for them, right? Is how do we get out of this situation? Because we don't want to be here. He's gone low ground. He's gone for the fight a little bit here, 8. I guess you don't know. There's the unknown quantity of the northern side, which is El Gigant and Liquid, the Adept's remainder. We are seeing everyone shuffling north. TSM with a good position up north. Keep your mind towards them. Not sure if they have all 4 up, but there's Tommel finding the revenge towards Uber. So it's not without consequences.
There is only one of them, I believe. TSM trying to flush a fight. Tornado energy up in the northern edge of this circle. Off the rock face we go. Any kind of nades that come rumbling down here will be dangerous. TSM height advantage should be an easy one. Find the rest of them, clean them out. Uber still stuck. That's a different fight. Remember when we talked about Adepts moving through the actual mining area themselves? Well, he didn't move. He stood his ground, and now he's caused FaZe all kinds of problems.
Yeah, they make it out, but they've lost down positioning, right? It's like now look where Tommel is, look where Tempest are. They've kind of been able to beat him to the punch a little bit. They can hold this angle for a second. The Blue's going to force him forward. Bookie, hoping those shots came through a little bit quicker there. The first may have connected. That's not bad, though. That should probably knock Fuzzface into the Blue if he isn't quick on his feet. Tommel trying to finish what was started. That's 80 going down, not Fuzzface, though. And Tempest, bittersweet for them, obviously just down to 2, but they need the points. And FaZe eliminated in 12th. It's not looking like a normal FaZe sort of Sunday, right?
That was the beauty of Tommel running fast. Leave your teammates to get themselves back on the feet. Good response, though, from Wookie Bookie. That lean and just to carry on the drill. At least force one of them back. I can't remember which player. Must have been Itzy. Just force him back into a position where he can't shoot him rather than take the fight. So, good response for a 2-man band to do that. Can't ask for much more. Looks like Northern Lights didn't get their 4th player back on his feet. So it's a 3 versus 3 still. It was Spyro.
But he's alive.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit interesting. I think they might be down to 3. Iroh's pushed forward from the rest of TSM. They are down to just 3 of them. He's clashing with DA, ex-teammates there, falling away from each other. And DA in a very strong spot. Look at this ground. Look what they've got here. DA have I guess a 2-1-1, but quite extended. And now they've drawn a lot of attention. Dogza going to find it all. And you're going to see DA now struggling, right? They had a very big bit of territory. But you overpush, you get too much attention, you're going to lose for that. So now, beyond this, it's Unity pushing up from the south. You've got all these teams on the southern side. Might have to go on long swings here. You might have to go on the long way around.
Petrelius needs to be on red alert here. The amount of teams that are going to come flying his way. Udia somehow managed to make it out under the gun of the Northern Lights. I'm not entirely sure. Bookie and Tommel in the distance. You can just see her approaching this area. If they got the scopes, they should be able to do a fair amount of damage 3 times. Also, answers back. Sansa on the front. Give your ears a bit of a rest while you're cracking down with this thing. Easy 1 point in the bag. Nice response, but here come the bullets from afar. We said Tempest were lurking. Danger in the woods. They've now been called out, though, and all these teams will have the info. They have to be aware themselves, because the more noise they make, the more approach a Markham will come and sniff him. We've said before, they're a team that likes to play in these kind of scenarios, these up-close and personal battles for them in the 2-2. This could be an easy 2 frags if they're caught off guard.
Yeah, DA starting to lose out on players. A little bit unfortunate for them. Tommel now suddenly clashes with Omicron, maybe not aware they're on that hillside. Wookie Boogie did some damage back, but at this point, I don't like it. He's going to be playing in the blue. He's in all kinds of danger. Omicron have the position. They're further ahead, and they can be safe from that blue for just a couple of seconds, but that might be enough. Now, we've seen Razor Edge side of 4. M-Force doing well, but can they hold on to this? Northern Lights trying to move up swiftly, but they get met by Liquid. Now, Liquid not out of the danger zone yet. You've got DA up above, raining in nades. You might try and use some of these deflates, these dips to try and get away from it, but look at these nades. They are close by.
Feels like a bit of a dried up small river channel that runs through the wilderness, just hiding down, and of course the grenades will roll towards them. Speaking of rolling grenades, Ira's going to try and do exactly that. Yes, but they have a good amount of cover to play with now. You don't want to go bunkering yourself down in there too much. Now this could be dangerous, though. Now we could see the push happen. That's an M24 knock, and we said snipers at late game can be deadly towards teams. Speaking of deadly, Team Liquid have found themselves a fight that's produced himself right in front of them. Sniper behind, team in front. This is all kinds of madness.
Yeah, but they're getting help from afar as well. Unity are kind of piling in too towards Omicron, so it's that kind of being kept safe by proxy, but again to fight a way forward, and there's still Paige. Paige is still in the low ground, more bothered by the right side than the left, and maybe he's going to find him, and it's going to be frag out mode for Liquid. It's going to be really hard for them to run away in cleanly. All the smokes are going up. This is do or die time for them.
James can just dink this guy in the bell tower. That'll help him out a little bit. Ooh, that's a nasty nade. His legs are hanging out for clear vision of the team in front of him, so if they just manage to skim it. K-Mine somehow managed to get to the watchtower. I have no idea. I would have thought DA would have been giving the backup plan. But then again, 6 boys there now. A fair few shots missed.
Yeah, luckily EIQ are kind of helping them out there. K-Mine gets flushed, Nibby's on the run using the low ground, doing the best he can to make it forward. He is safe. He's just going to hit the deck. He's going to go snake mode here, surely. Maybe he's going to try and frag out. I don't know. This is a really dangerous position for him. He knows his player's left. He knows his player's right. What do you do with this? We're down to 5 teams. There's only so many options. This is a really rare circle. M-Force. Out of nowhere, we've got 2 very unique teams in this position that we don't often see late game. TSM are back on their feet, though. And now you've got Ibby getting into this one. Smash goes down, insta-flush. That's his position noted. And now he's got fire left and right. Nowhere safe for Ibby to be.
Easy kill. Chasing him down. 10 kills as well. This is nice for M4. They still get the blood flowing, so hopefully be able to continue this one, especially if they get the win as well. It'll be a really good boost of confidence. Feck's still on the outside here, and that comes off of the knock that happened earlier on. More grenades will follow. Has to run for cover.
This is mad.
At least goes down for them, so they can turn it into an even-Steven scenario. And TSM might get saved here from the back lines.
But, like, look at this. 6 more goes down. We've got 2 teams left in this top 3 who arguably most people wouldn't expect to be up here, let alone with 11 kills on 1. So Swedish, really good work there trying to get the spot towards the side, but they're so focused on each other. They may misread the situation, but you get 2 tunnel visioned, and Entropic goes down. We're down to 2 teams. What is it looking like for M-Force? They've got, I think, 3 standing right now. TSM have full position on the circle. It is low ground, but they have everything to play with here. It looks like M-Force might be able to get...
Feels like we're watching the prison play on Erangel, to be honest with you. People all above
Very
it.
similar.
It's hey, you're right. We don't very rarely see this level of circle. The tension will be drawn, and this might be Ira's time to strike from the side. There's one transfer also. Damage done. It needs to be the push time for the other 2 players on M-Force, though, from the opposing side. Don't get stuck here with Ira. Don't get tunnel vision too bad. Otherwise, they will get punished.
He's got to keep pushing this, though. He can't let them get back on their feet or do anything to temper the pace. Now he's got to keep that one building to keep the other 2 players on his team secured. Fex flushes 1. He knows there's still 1 more up here. Iro, 17 bullets might be enough. It's the reload, and Rafa's there. That's a big gun against him, but Iro is a big player. Gonna spot the head. Bard's found Sinister. It's all falling apart for M-Force. They had it all going, and TSM takes it away. 10 kills for TSM, but out of nowhere, M-Force came in today with